Hi, Trisha here. In this video, I'm going to look at these Japanese poster paints. I'm going to be drawing this kind of imaginary dream, town, city, but let's have a look at the poster paints and let's get started. Okay, so I am using a watercolour paper. It's about 300-gram paper. It's just a little square here, and I have squeezed out various poster paints. So you can see red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple there. Having to think about that. And I've also squeezed some white out. So these Japanese poster paints are from a company called Nika. I can't tell you anything else about them because the whole box and everything is obviously written in Japanese. They're Nika Watercolour. The poster paint is a body colour, the same as a gouache or an acrylic. And that means that it's not transparent, it's opaque. I'm just using my watercolour brushes with this, so I'm just using a soft brush, and as you can see I am adding water to it. But I'm not putting lots and lots of water. So with watercolour, we would add water in to make it the right consistency. So a very watery coloured paint that is translucent. But with these, and you can water them down quite a bit, they're really nice for that, but you can keep them thicker. And if you want a flat covering, then a slightly thicker paint is going to give you a flatter, even covering. As I said, they are very like gouache. So if you've got gouache or you want to know more about gouache, then pop over to my gouache video and have a look all about that. These ones, they're interesting colours, and you can see from the colours that I've squeezed out here, they're sort of pastel-y, bright colours. So there isn't really lots of muted colours in here. They're very bright. I'm using the white here to mix in and create other colours. So you can mix all of these paints together and create other colours with them. But the colours that come are quite fun, sunny colours. So yeah, so mix them together, mix white in with them. You can obviously create lighter and darker shades by mixing them together. So again, quite different from watercolours where we would add more water in to create lighter shades. Here you want to kind of keep the consistency the same, and you're looking for a kind of between a single and a double cream consistency here. You can use it very thick, so straight out of the tube, but you're really just adding water on almost to make it flow off your paintbrush a little bit better, so it doesn't stick and drag on the paper. It's just got a little flow to it, but you certainly don't want it sort of dripping off your paintbrush or anything. So what am I painting? I decided to paint something really simple for this to just test out so that you can see the different colours and how it applies onto the paper. I'm going to make like a little sort of cityscape from it. This is very much inspired by a lino print that I did a little while ago, where I created little square blocks, and then within those did squares and circles, half circles and so on, little step designs, and then all the square blocks all slotted together into a bit of a checkerboard, and then I printed them. So you can have a look at that. That's on my YouTube channel. I'll put a little link to that up the top. Might come up in a minute. Yeah, so this is kind of a coloured version of that. Not quite as neat and precise as you'll see as the print, but lots of fun anyway. And you can create your own designs however you want it to be. Yeah, so it's just lots and lots of different shapes, and I'm trying to sort of be quite free and not too prescribed about where things are going, but I'm definitely trying not to let the same colour sit next to each other. So you can see that's why I'm using the white there to create various sort of tones of different colours as well. I'm just using quite a fine brush. I think this is a number 6 brush, number 6 round brush, and it just gives me a sort of nice fine mark here, but you can work as big or small as you want. I do think that you could sketch out a grid first, so I haven't here, and this might be why it's not quite straight, but I don't mind that. I don't mind. But you could just put like a square grid on your page to start off with, and then you could jump around in various boxes doing different shapes. I'm having to be quite careful here because I can't jump too far away from where I've got other shapes, because I need to sort of keep them on an evenish level. Well, so you can see that the paint gives you a really even covering. It's quite a matte colour as well once it's dry, and you can see the ones that are drying off here, that it hasn't got a gloss or a shine to it. It's very matte. I absolutely love them. They're really nice to work with. So much fun. And it does give a nice coverage, and if you put too much water you won't get a nice smooth coverage. So that might be one of the things if you're painting and you're finding that you've got lighter and darker sections within like a block that you're painting. It might be because you've got too much water, so you've got thicker and runnier paint all in one section. I'm trying to add as much detail as possible. It's a little bit tricky with just my brush. And yeah, so I'm trying to get as many different shapes as possible, but where areas have dried, I'm painting over the top to create more pattern and design. So it's really up to you. You could just do lots and lots of different blocks and squares and rectangles and things, or you can do more complicated designs in. One thing to remember is when you're getting about a third of the way up your page, you need to be leaving space for your rooftops. If you're going to do like a city like this, then you definitely need space for your rooftops. I've done this one already and then forgot and then had to squeeze teeny tiny rooftops in. So yeah, leave plenty of space for your rooftops here. Okay, I'm nearly coming to the end here. I could probably squeeze some more bits on, but I'll try not to. These have been lovely to use. Great colours, really nice covering, really nice to use. You can see I've got absolutely tons of paint left on my palette, so I'll go and paint something else later. Thanks for watching. Check out my website to see more of the things that I create. Don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel.